And welcome back. This is Kotal, coming a little bit late to the stream, but there was a little bit delay administratively anyway, as far as getting to the right points. We have a Smokestacks for the second map for HDC. This is USAA attacking 8th Georgia. If 8th Georgia either wins or draws this map, the 42nd token will be wiped. You got 130 on the CSA and 125 on the Union. The Union team has, let's see, Captain Hood leading the 42nd. We've got EB under Sergeant Danson. We've got the IVB under Jeff Knight. We've got 79th New York under Ricks. We've got the MWB under Captain Kittens. We got Captain Wolf leading the 83rd PVI. I believe that's it. Second Mattis is on the guns. And okay, now they're moving out. On the CSA team, we've got HL led by Sergeant Major Wilkes. We've got 20th New York led by CJH. So we've got 9th Corps led by Paradox. SR with Captain Ranch. Let's see who else we got. We've got 19th Indiana under Captain Joker along with PB under Colonel Bocephus. We've also got 4th West Virginia over here with Lieutenant Colonel Lightburn. Then we've got KB under Colonel Knight. And the NYV under 2nd Lieutenant Parker. And I believe that is everyone. If I missed you, I do apologize. But off we go. You can see the 2 points are going here. It's actually a much smaller map than the last one. So we will see how it goes. Again, the CSA needs to only draw or win or draw on this one. So wipe out the 42nd piece. Who lost the first battle, but they were not able to get the requisite casualties. So, but we do have, looks like we've got some scouts out here in the form of 20th New York here, I guess trying to locate the Union position as they move forward. I would expect the Union, we'll see if they are going to throw in a lot of weight here to try to win this fight. So far, they're leaving a good chunk of their force back on C Point here in the form of the EB to kind of anchor C Point, and the rest of the Union is kind of concentrated here into a set line. Here's Captain Hood.
He's holding the wand.
Bitches, what?
It's the hat of discipline.
He's holding.
You live in a
Because
cave?
I'm special. I'm on the
On his
small
British.
I don't expect the CSA to really be quite of interest. But the thing about this map, though, is it is very wide. You can come all the way out here onto this side. Like, I think I just zoomed out of it, but you can come all the way pretty much to the edge here. Kind of rotate up on this flank here and be on that flank. You can also go on the opposite side. Kind of come all the way out here. Out of bounds right now, but you kind of see that you got a lot of angles from the to attack. You don't have to go straight in. Right now, it looks like the Union's still forming up, doing some distance volleying, and the CSA is kind of staying mainly on the B point. We'll see where the Union decides to go to try to weight their attack. Again, I think the Union is going to have to be aggressive here because they want this win. And looks like we got the initial movement out here from the 42nd.
I'm online. Right side.
I think leaving EV back, I mean, I get why they're doing it. They don't want to have like a swing unit like they did last time. And the real biggest problem is where the CSA spawn is, they can just kind of scoot in and take it. But I don't know if this is going to be enough of a force to punch through. It's a tough call. And Hood's kind of going straight in.
Northwest.
And they kind of got caught there. Multiple volleys coming in. Kind of messing them up. Again, there's angles you can kind of try to take here. Let's see, where's MWB thinking of going? Maybe try to draw some fire over here. Here comes Jeff Knight with the IVB has moved up a bit.
Go.
They're caught out in the open. I'll be honest with you. The Union is the Union's in a kill box right now. Look at this. Look at how they're shaped in there. There is no way that's going to be sustainable. Not especially when you are at a deficit of troops. I'm not even talking about they're down 7 men, but not even with that. Just because they're leaving EB back. That's a major formation. You're going to have to figure out how to only engage part of this line and defeat them in detail. If you're engaging that full line, there is no chance. His Wolf is trying to advance a bit here onto the flank of KB.
Go get him.
Are they going to try to scoot around? Again, if you can get out here, you know, you can get a good shot, but I think he did it a little bit too shallow. He got spotted by Wilkes. It was a little bit too shallow, and now Wilkes is going to make him pay for this. The key is to do it without getting spotted.
Flag! Flag! Sammy, flag. Oh, friendly kill.
Easy bullet.
And that is that. 83rd has been wiped out. Let's see, and now let's see, we've got a forward movement here by 9th Corps, but Mr. Paradox has now extended this bowl that's been created. You can see this bowl that's just been created around the Union line, and they are just devastating. They have to get, and again, you have room. There is tons of room on this map. Some people don't realize how much, but you have room to maneuver. Let's see, here comes Captain Hood. He's going to try to get on the angle of Paradox. I think this is a little bit too shallow again. We'll see, though. Maybe it'll work out. He seems to have a good angle on him. This is how you're going to have to fight this battle. You're going to have to fight it on the angles for the Union. And the CSA is going to have to avoid getting stuck here. This is very attractive, this bowl shape. But if they don't react, and it looks like they are reacting here, good move here by Joker, who's going to try to staunch the bleeding here. 42nd might be waiting for him. And I think this is the breach. I think this is where you have to wait your attack.
Smell Yankees.
And again, you're delaying. Now you're giving time. Although, let's see, we got an ambush here. IVB is getting chased off here by Colonel Knight, who's gotten behind him. But, oh, here comes 83rd behind Knight, who's got him in a pincer. This is actually working out much better for the Union now. If they could kind of eat up these units and defeat them in detail, that is how you're going to be able to overcome this problem set. And boom. The KB has been defeated here as they try to sneak up on IVB. 83rd smacked them. And let's see over here. MWB still holding on strong. See, here's where MWB might be able to slip over here and hit Joker. Because Hood is starting to get a trigger. He needs a little bit of help here. But let's see. It's all about being able to maintain contact and helping out your battle buddies. I think the MWB is a little bit too stationary. I think they need to move over and try to help. Maybe the 83rd can do it. Or maybe the IVB. I would even... Although, oh God. Now we can see the reason why the EB is staying back. It is a very boring job. But this is why it's important. Right here. Mr. Paradox, he got defeated. The Woods is really fucking with my frame right here. Jesus. I apologize, guys. This is really fucking with me. I'm going to check back on that in a second, but... So it might have been the right call to leave IVB back there. Not IVB, EB back there. It's a shitty job. Nobody wants it. But, Paradox might be prevented from coming in. CSA is kind of falling back a little bit on tickets. About even. Now the danger is if EB is getting complacent and is not having any scouts out here, and yes, there is an avenue for Paradox to ambush the EB if they're not paying attention.
Oh, what a piece of shit.
So here's where you might want to have scouts out, you know, at least kind of keeping an eye out. You know, it's boring back here. That's the boredom is extremely dangerous for troops.
But I cannot find it.
Press the garrison all the way to the far right.
You're about to have some action. Come on, Dan. Oh, does Danson see it?
Dress that garrison.
Does he see it in time?
We're dressing right a little more.
Tip right. Garrison
Dressing right. Dressing right.
Does he see it?
Of course.
That little movement by Danson to move right came just in time. He might just, they were just kind of readjusting here to get better sights, but that allowed him to stack up the 9th Corps and prevent them from pulling over. Now we'll see, though, can he hold against 9th Corps and Paradox? Can he do it? The key is going to be knocking out this officer right now. There we go. Nice shot by the EB. And there we go. Look at that. Mr. Danson was just adjusting his line just in time to see the attack by the 9th Corps and averted major disaster for the Union. Nice job by EB. It's a boring job. It's an annoying job, but you just might have kept the Union in this fight by winning that battle and readjusting when you needed to.
On the fence line.
Rick's doing a little ambush here. Now let's get back into this fight over here. All right, looks like who's messing around up over here? I might have missed this fight because I was looking elsewhere. But it was 42nd. Tried to find a flank in, but they have not succeeded. But that might have pulled off the Union. Here comes flooding in the IVB. Wilkes is going to try to stop him. Now, 17th is with them, and it looks like 83rd as well. Can they punch through this element before the CSA can react? Do they have enough troops? They're a little spread out right now. I don't know if this server lag is for everybody else. For me, it's kicking my ass right now. I don't think it'll be quite enough. Yeah, I'd pull it back right now. This is lost. Here comes Parker. He's going to clean it up. It's time to pull it back.
Come down here, flag bearer.
And that will be that. A nice attempt, just didn't have enough weight to it.
Hey, Bradley.
Got a little bit too spread out, I think. And that can happen. But now here comes, who's this next snake line? Is this Hood? It is. Hood might try the same thing, but again, it's a very spread out line. And that's the danger with it right now. You can see this conga line here. And the CSA is all packed together. So going in with the conga line is not going to work out. You need to kind of mass up in a location and then go in. Which is what he's doing, which is good. You got the IVB massing up a bit. You got the 42nd massing up. You got the 17 massing up. And you got the GB out here as kind of a picket line to kind of fix the enemy and screen the defense line. Though here comes MWB trying to knock him off. Union is behind on tickets again. They're going to try to pop out on this side again. By the way,
Back to woods.
you can also try just to sprint out and get a unit and a flag out on that hilltop. And kind of give them multiple dilemmas here. Rick's trying to get the flag back, but that's kind of a waste of time. Now, you don't want to... So far, the CSA has not tried another flank attack. SR has actually gathered up a little force here to try to flank the Union a little bit.
We're running out of formation.
But here comes 42nd. He's going to try to eat him. I know people don't like going over this because it's open ground. But, again, depends on your angle. So if you come in at it, from like right here, look what you have. Look what you have here. And you can float all the way around and pop out right here. You can do it using the full width of the map.
I'll avenge you.
So far, 9th Corps is not doing another raid yet. We'll see if the Union keeps being committed back there. I don't think they're going to be able to punch through without him, though, I'll be honest. And Union is unengaged. They're not going to win these gunfights with the CSA as entrenched as they are. And the Union needs a win, not just a draw. They might be concerned. I'm trying to think what happens if they lose. EB's token might become vulnerable. Oh, they're going to have to cross that river. I don't think they will. It's like 83rd is over here trying to hold off an attack here from the KB. But they're going to get swallowed up here pretty easily. They have gotten it back to even, though. Again, you got this whole side of the field as well. And again, so we're coming over this side of the field. Get scoot out. Boom. Look what you have here. Alright, do we have another attack developing? Who is it by this time? Paradox wants to try his luck again. We'll see if he's going to go for that point. I'll keep an eye on it. Got another far attack. This time Hood is kind of screening out even further. Again, I wouldn't stop here. I'd keep going if it was me. They're kind of popping out here in the low ground. You got some, reverse slope if you keep going a little bit. Oh, look at that volley, though. Maybe he doesn't need to worry about that. Look at that. Look at what he did to poor Joker and his boys.
Dress this line. Dress this line.
Oh, make sure to be
Wilkes is going to move up to support him. Alright, so 9th Corps is not going to go for the point. They're going to try to swing around and intercept these reinforcements here. And they caught this element right here. And they're going to swallow these guys up. Third is going to come in to help, and we'll be able to clean up, but the damage has been done already. Let's see, where's 42nd? They're back over here. Come on, Hood. Do it. I know it's open ground, but they're not going to get you, man. Look at this. Look at this. How soon you get it. There we go. All right. Look at this decline you got. There we go. Now the CSA is starting to see it, but they haven't moved any men yet. There we go. Here we go.
There we go.
Oh, there we go, Mr. Hood. And look at those bodies drop. Now just fall back behind the slope. Just fall back behind the slope. The slope. Just pull back a little bit. A little bit. Just a little bit. There's a slope. Just pull back a little bit. Oh.
Order, pull back.
Order, get behind the line.
Oh, another tough volley in on him. Now here comes 83rd. Now again, my argument is, kind of press this forward, get this fight out in the open here. I wouldn't have gone on the right. I would have gone on the left if I was 83rd.
You heard the man.
There's much more cover down this way. There we go. Okay. Yep. Now they're starting to see it. Get underneath. Get underneath this little incline. Pop up when you want to. Get back. Oh, but they got hit. It might be too late. So now the CSA has kind of moved up on them. You see, the 83rd is out here in the low ground. They needed to move up here as well. But you see, look at that. They've pushed back this one unit. HL. See, HL is gonna see. HL is coming under the lip. That's the key. Oh, you can't let the enemy volley you like that. You got to get under the lip. You don't have to go all the way back. Just get under the lip. All right, they're pulling all the way back, unfortunately. But again, all this is open here, so you can get, you can circle in pretty far. Now you can come back here and get this base of fire over there. I think you stopped too shallow to engage him was the problem. Although we got a forward engagement here. Who's this? IVB trying to punch forward. And let's see, do we have a... SR is wandering out in the woods. They still got EB uncommitted, guarding the point. Which is a very boring job, I know.
It has to be right in front of us, right?
So IVB got wiped out, fortunately. KB and HL and all these other units have held in. The CSA has done a very good job of staying
got wiped in there, actually.
staying concentrated. They've kept the just wide open, come on. I also would commit EB by now. I mean, yeah, there's always a danger they'll come in and decap, but who cares? I mean, it's and the danger about staying here is, they can come up on you like this and you can't really observe it. Versus if you're out here under the lip, you're going to see them a mile away. Look at this. They're getting all their men back here.
Fuck.
Hold fire until ordered to fire.
They're moving through the...
He cost you 5. Fire there, fire in that bush.
Oh, Foam, where you going, Foam? Oh, that's the enemy. Well, pull back to where the 42nd is. Oh, they got hit pretty hard here. Who was this? 19th Indiana and 4th West Virginia hit Ivy. Oh, man.
Flag, the flag.
Well, we got another attack developing over here. 9th Corps is tangling with this element here. Looks like the element's of 83rd. Have they committed EB now? No, MWB's moving out, as is IVB. But the nice thing about this now, if you can keep rotating them to look that way, you might open up seams here for guys like IVB, for Jeff Knight, to make plays into their back. But you got to do attacks. Okay, here we go. Let's see if Jeff Knight can catch HL here and take a swing at the point. Can he do it? Where's MWB? Is MWB with him?
Hey, good try, you stupid fucks.
Oh, they needed just a little bit more weight. If MWB had gone with them, I think that could have worked. Look, this is all that's left of HL. A 3 to 4 man team. A little bit more weight, and that would have worked. And you have elements back here. Who's back here? Oh, you had MWB back. All right, this I like. Okay, EB is moving out now. Now, you do have the old problem of onesie or twosies doing this, but you know what? That's going to be there. The key, though, is you got to kind of hit them fast and hard. You can't let them react. That is the problem right now, I think, for the Union. And the CSA is doing a great job of, they see a problem for somebody else, they're mutually reinforcing it. But by spreading the field out of here a little bit, they have some good chances. So it looks like 19th Indiana has chased off the 42nd.
Do not aim.
But again, now look, now they're peeled off all the way over here on this corner. Now switch it up and hit this corner. You got KB here, and you got PB. But you know, punch up through this angle. Boom, hit him. Union's behind. If they want to win, they got to take this point. But yeah, this little mound here is great for overlooking the B point. You see, you get down behind it, punch up and hit it, and any approach, you pretty much get to see him coming a mile away. Again, punching up here, I'm not a fan of. It's too shallow. Although we do have an attack developing here. Here comes IVB. Now that EB's in this fight, the weight of numbers has changed. Here they come. They're hitting the PB.
Oh, shit.
Heavy fire coming in. Who is this? This was the 19th Indiana and 4th West Virginia, who as a team have actually been going about even with the 42nd, which is pretty damn impressive. Looks like Danson here is trying to find an angle.
Oh boy. Oh gosh, boys. It ain't looking good.
But they're kind of going in a little bit disconcerted here.
Target point. Go to target.
Fields.
42nd trying to hold it here. Now there's a fight developing on point. Union is now on taking losses. Can they take point in time?
Hey, what's good, fucker? Hey, you fight as good as you fuck. Subpar.
I accept that.
Get off the line and break.
More east.
Now the problem I see right now is nobody's going and getting on this flag. All right, there we go. Blind blitz did. Well, they couldn't get all the way in. And that looks like that is just about that. There's a couple survivors out here. But the CSA was able to collapse in on them. And now this time, now that they saw they've committed, see now here's where the danger is. And the 9th Corps Paradox is going to play his game again. Now the Union, if they want to, they might need to, not the CSA kind of, I think they realized they committed to full force to that attack. They're going to send Paradox to raid again, and this time EB is not there to stop him.
Sorry.
So this was an easier game, just to kind of get, you know, as we're kind of approaching the end here. The CSA knew they could play very defensively because all they needed was a draw. So they've been very concentrated in defending the B points. The Union, I think, has not done a good job of using the full length of this field. There's a lot of options to try to spread out the CSA, and you have the option of concentrating in any area you want. They can't really observe you, but they've been pretty shallow. There's been some nice attacks by the 42nd and 83rd on that side, but even that I'm not super happy with. I think it was too shallow when they went in too soon. I think you got to try to spread the field a little bit more and give them major issues. Here comes Paradox. He's gonna take that flag, although Danson tried to come down with a few men to stop him, but it's not going to be in time. And there's even more reinforcements coming down the road here in the form of SR. So they're going to be able to get both points down. And that is likely going to be game over.
Come on, Andrew.
10-man inbounds.
Oh,
Hey.
What is that to the fucking southeast? Holy shit.
Command, fall back.
Southeast. Looking. I think I see an officer. Joker.
Here they come.
I think I see an officer to our southeast. I don't know.
They're coming.
Hey, the fuck do you think you're doing? You had the fucking glitch. That's some fucking bullshit.
Joker.
Boys.
Is that an officer over there? I can't tell.
Here they come, another wave.
Here comes.
Shoot, fire at will. Shoulder to shoulder.
Nice shot.
Shoulder.
You guys keep holding, keep eluding.
Flag down.
Keep it up, guys. Maintain this line. Break reloads as they come close.
Your bayonets first.
What the fuck are you doing, Bob? Get the fuck down.
Get the Yankees. Get the other Yankees.
It's never ending.
Do not get the Yankee.
Get these guys. Get this guy.
Good job, though, boy. They do have reinforcements coming down. And can they take the other point? They've kind of flipped now. Key is, let's see if the, here's a dilemma. Do you go for C now, or you try to reinforce his B point? Maybe you reinforce his B point and try to drag him in.
Right side. Williams, right.
See, I might have thought about sending 42nd instead of coming down this way to swing over to C point with the flag. You know, if Danson, this is going to really come down to Danson. I'm not going to lie here. If Danson can swing up and defeat these elements here, he's a little bit spread out. He might need some help. I would weight this attack with a little bit more. I would send Hood. I would send 42nd this way and let the 83rd and those elements try to hold on to B. And then you might be able to get 2 points down here and really get the cap going.
Get some bucket ball into those.
I would really weight this attack against C right now. They're going to start getting that flag up here, and that's going to end the cap on them. But here comes Danson against 9th Corps. These two have been fighting all night.
Anchor left, extend right.
And this could result in a victory here. I think Hood overcommitted to that B point, I'll be honest. If he had committed this way at the start and kind of trusted the other guys to take it.
You gotta hold them and just relax on C.
Don't
If
do
you
that,
guys
don't do
on
this.
main
I gotta jump back
and
over. I
charge
didn't
out
know
with
they
the
were right there.
bayonet. Go with the bayonet.
Come to me.
EB is doing the best they can, but it's too much. They need help. And now you see nothing's on. There's too many men wasted on B now. That should be moving in to try to stop these guys here flooding into C. They're kind of just sitting there out of contact. And that is going to make it, at this point, EB has no chance of pushing forward anymore. I mean, EB kind of held them, 9th Corps kind of held them anyway. But, all those guys at B need to attack now. That's the only way. Well, it might even be too late now. Because now you're not gaining anymore. You had a chance, you were for a little bit getting some morale loss, but now it's even again. And the CSA has rotated to C. Everything needs to go in now. Maybe leave just a tiny element out there to make sure nobody's cheeky with the decap. But
No, we're not
CSA's entrenched now. It might be too late already.
Cop, fall him down.
Although, again, you can kind of hop this fence here, get the CSA between you and the enemy.
Up on the pole.
EB needs help, though. I'm not happy with all that manpower over there. Look how the CSA has collapsed, and they've adjusted. They've completely adjusted where their center of gravity is. They said, okay, B is lost, forget about it. C is the new thing. And they adjusted completely here now to guard against C. But the Union's still kind of in this, you know, EB's here, but they're getting picked apart here because they're fighting the whole CSA team right now. Hood tried to come up, but his men are all scattered. Is this element moving out yet? They're starting now to move out. Here comes Wolf. This all needs to move out, though. All of this needs to move out. Maybe one element back, one small element. But see, now it's kind of a little bit too late. The EB's been defeated in detail.
Run home, boy. Tell your friend.
I got him.
Pussy.
Reform 19, full back.
I don't have him.
Union is off chasing little tickets. What is this? Alright, no they're not. They're going forward okay. You know, a few guys in the way, but they're not really stopping. But I'd still... What do they leave back here? Who's back here? Is this MW? This I agree with. MWB back here makes a lot of sense. They're a good, you know, decent-sized unit. It would take a pretty strong force to knock them off. Like a KB. Or, you know, like a 19th Indiana or 4th West Virginia. Any of the small, like, SR element, though, is not going to do it. The problem now, though, is the CSA has time to kind of form up here and stack up the Union versus having two lines hit them at the same time. So the problem was they kind of hung out too damn long over in that corner. It still might work, though. Who is this coming up? Is this Hood over here? It is EB. Danson's coming up here. Where is Hood? Is IVB drawing some fire? Here's Hood. Okay, Hood and the 83rd are going to try to get along their flank. That's not a bad idea, actually. You know, we saw on the last map about the corn. I really like this. So they've got 83rd kind of going in here. 42nd is going to intercept the KB here and ambush them and hit them hard so they can't chase off 83rd. And they're going to go in and kind of be the distraction. Now it's going to come down to Wolf here. Can he get back here in time? This is going to take really good timing. EB's got to move up as well. So as Hood is trying to deal with that problem, but he's getting wiped out here. But 9th Corps sitting here waiting for him. It was a good idea, but this last safety with 9th Corps, where IVB needs to charge in. And they are doing it. That's a good job here. They could knock this out. Oh, but the CSA is reacting. Wilkes is reacting just in time. This is tough, man. This is very tough. This is. EB tried to fight here, but then 19th Indiana and the 4th West Virginia, who had did such a good job against 42nd, held off them as well. And that's going to be it. It was a good attack. It was, well, good plans, but the CSA just reacted to each problem, and these individual elements were able to win their individual fights, each one of them. And that has led them to victory here. And the CSA is now on breaking. Now the question is, can they get this flag down in time? CJH is here. Right now, it'll be a tie here. Unless they've got 3 men. No, they've only got 2 men. That man may have just saved the Union. Because they can't get the flag down now.
Bring it
it down.
Oh, they can get it down. Oh, wait, no. Here comes these guys. Oh, can the Union stop it?
Get these allies. Rambos.
Without losing too many tickets, that's the key.
Stay there and die.
10 seconds. 9, 8. Who's here? Shoot him. Shoot him. With the gun. 40-second. Can they save the Union? And they can. 40 seconds. Fights to a draw. Hey, hell, that was a tough battle. Although I believe that does mean that the 40-second piece is wiped. We will see on the board next week if my understanding of that is correct. So the 40-second piece will be wiped here, but they did fight the 8th Georgia to a draw. And I think that keeps Richmond and the EB pretty safe. High casualty map, though. We'll see. Over, let's see, 1,100 casualties for the Union, but 900 for the CSA as well. So, fun map. I hope you guys enjoy. That's all I've got. I will see you all next week for the next HGC.